Dear viewers, welcome to our GS Bank Academy YouTube channel. Today, I am going to discuss about some of the most important memory recalled questions of previous examinations from the JAB legal and regulatory aspect of banking. In the first part, we had completed 1 to 16 questions we had already uploaded. Today, we are going to discuss about 17 to 40 questions. These are the previous year important recalled questions from legal and regulatory aspect of banking. Question number 17, Banking Regulation Act, section 12, subsection 2. No shareholder can exercise voting rights in respect of shares in excess of 10% of the paid-up capital of the voting rights. So, in a banking, maximum one shareholder, they can exercise 10% of voting rights, provided that the Reserve Bank may increase it in a phased manner. This can be increased from 10 to 26% as per the amendment made 2017. Any person acquisition of shares beyond 5% of paid-up capital of the bank, it has to be done with the prior approval of RBI only. With the prior approval of RBI. Question number 18. Board of Directors want to borrow money in excess of paid-up capital and reserves of the company. How they can be done through? In this case, a resolution passed by shareholders in the general meeting is required as per section 186 of the Companies Act 2013. Question number 19. Loan to limited companies. Loan to limited companies, who will execute, sign the documents. Whenever you are giving a loan to a company, who will execute the documents? The execution of documents as per the stipulation contained in the resolution passed by the Board of Directors. And it should clearly specify who should execute the documents and who should execute, affix with the common seal on the documents. They have to mention clearly in the Board of Directors resolution. So, at the time of documents execution, you have to take the copy of the Board of Directors resolution and you have to kept as a part of documentation in the case of companies. Question number 20. If a company is under liquidation, the company funds are at the disposal of the liquidator of the company. Company is under liquidation, the company funds are at the disposal of the liquidator. That is the question number 21. Right to receive copies of annual accounts. Annual account means balance sheet, P&L and funds flow statement. Any annexed with this annual accounts of the company by the member shareholder is called statutory right. So, right to receive copy of annual accounts is part of shareholders statutory right. This is question number 21. Question number 22. Register of members should be kept at the registered office of the company. All shareholders details, register of members details has to be maintained at the registered office of the company. That is question number 22. Question number 23. Not a consequence if charge is not created or effect of non-registration or charge with the register of companies. But the meaning of the question is, after taking the loan from any bank or financial institution, the charge was not registered by the company with the register of companies. What is the effect? That is the question. As per section 17(3) of the Companies Act, if charge is not registered with ROC as per the stipulated times, the charge shall not be taken into account by the liquidator. So, the charge shall not be taken into account by the liquidator or any other creditor also. So, whenever you are not registering the charge with ROC, that charge details are not going to take by the liquidator or any other creditor. However, this is so only if company is under winding up. This is applicable only at the time of winding up of the company. Otherwise, in normal circumstances, contract or obligation of the company for repayment of the money secured by charge of the company assets is there against the company, even the charge was not registered. The meaning of this is, even though charge was not registered, the company is going well. This is the part of contract or obligation of the company for repayment of the money secured against the company assets. This is about question number 23. Question number 24, preference shareholders. Preference shareholders are getting a fixed dividend every year, and the dividend also they will get prior to shareholders. Prior to common equity, common stock dividends, they can get priority in right at the time of dividend payment. Number 2, if the company enters in the bankruptcy, the shareholder with preferred shares, means the preference shareholders are having prior right than the equity shareholders are entitled to be paid from company assets first. So at the time of distribution of company assets, and compared to equity shareholders, the preference shareholders are having prior right than equity shareholders. That is the second point. Third point, preference shareholders are not having any voting rights. Preference shareholders are not having any voting rights. Another point also, normally as per the Companies Act 2013, preference shares cannot be issued more than for a period of 20 years. More than for a period of 20 years presently, that is there. This is about 24 preference shares. This is also important from the accountancy paper also, JAB. Question number 25 on the screen. Main objective and other objectives are mentioned in which document? Main and other objects. It is mentioned in the Memorandum of Association under objective clause. Under Memorandum of Association objective clause. There are totally 6 clauses are there in Memorandum of Association. What are the 6 clauses? One is name clause. Second one is situation clause, where it is situated. Objective clause, again main objective and other objectives. What is the liability clause? Limited liability. What is the capital clause? What is the authorized capital of the company? And association clause, we had subscribed the names of the members in the MOA. So these are the 6 clauses which are very important in the legal and regulatory aspect of bank. Question number 26, doctrine of constructive notice. Doctrine of constructive notice. The copy of Memorandum of Association and Articles of Association of a company are registered with the Registrar of Companies. Registrar of Companies at the time of incorporation of the company, and can be inspected by any person also. These documents can be inspected by any person. As the office of the Registrar of Companies is a public office, the Memorandum of Association and Articles of Association become public documents. Since these are the public documents, anybody is entering into a contract or anybody dealing with the company, he must have aware of the MOA and AOA of the company. All persons dealing with a company are deemed, all persons dealing with the company are deemed or presumed, constituted to have a knowledge of the company Articles of Association and Memorandum of Association. Why? Because these 2 documents are public documents and available with the Registrar of Companies. Anybody can inspect. So that's why this is the doctrine of constructive notice. Question number 26. Question number 27, negatively. This question is also important for principle and practice of banking, legal and regulatory aspect of banking, and accountancy paper also. A declaration by borrower company that he will not sell or create charge of any body on a particular asset without consent of the bank. It means that whenever we are giving a loan, we are taking undertaking from that company, that the undertaking state that the company cannot sell the company's property, or they cannot create charge on the company's properties without the consent of the bank. That is the negatively document is undertaking, hence it is not required to register with Sarsai or not required registration with the registrar of companies. That question they are asking. Whether negative lien is required to register, not required to register. Question number 28. Rights of members or shareholders in a company. What are the rights? Right to receive notice of meetings. Right to receive notice of meetings and right to attend the meetings and right to vote in the meetings whenever the company is conducting meetings. Is having a right to transfer share to others, public companies, to inspect the register of member shareholders register. You can inspect, to call for an extraordinary general meeting of the company along with other shareholders, to appoint directors, to appoint auditors, and to receive dividend when, if the company declares the dividend, is having a right to receive dividend. These are the 28 right of members, shareholders in a company. Question number 29. What is the advantage of corporate form of enterprise? This is a tough question, important question. What is the advantage? Advantage of corporation includes liability is limited. It is a perpetual existence, artificial perpetual existence, and ease of transferring ownership interest. When compared to individual and partnership firm, corporates are having more bargaining power, more borrowing power, and along with that perpetual existence is there. That's why when compared to individual and partnership firm, the corporates are having more borrowing power for business purposes. That's why this is also most advantageous for carrying out the business as of today. That is question number 29. Question number 30. Number of members in private limited company. Number of shareholders in a private company. Minimum to maximum 200. Minimum to maximum 200. Whereas in a public limited company, minimum 7, maximum unlimited. Public limited company, minimum 7, maximum unlimited. 31. Paid up capital of private limited company and public limited company. What is it? As of date, no minimum paid up capital requirements for incorporating private as well as public limited companies in India. So, as for this is as for amendment 2015 Companies Act. So, 31. 32. Company is registered at Register of Companies Mumbai, ROC Mumbai, and factory at Chennai, manufacturing factory at Chennai, avails a loan at Calcutta based bank against factory, land and building, where the company has to register charge with Register of Companies. That is Register of Companies Mumbai only, because the company has registered with Register of Companies Mumbai. So all the details they have to register with Register of Companies Mumbai only. That is 32 practical question. This is in this case, what is the important point? Where the company is having the Register of Companies registered, in that Register of Companies office only, they have to register, they have to mention the charges, register the charges with that particular ROC. That is question number 32. Question number 33. A securitization company or asset reconstruction company, ARC, securitization company or asset reconstruction company, registered with RBI, with a minimum net worth of 100 crores. A securitization company is ARC, asset reconstruction company, registered with Reserve Bank of India with a minimum net worth of 100 crores. The ARC carries what type of function? What is the functioning of asset reconstruction companies? These main functioning of ARC, asset reconstruction companies, are purchase of, acquisition of financial assets, NPA accounts from the bank, originator means from the bank, and other financial institutions. So the main functioning of asset reconstruction company is acquisition of financial assets, NPA, non-performing assets, from the bank. That is the main functioning of 33. One more question they are asking. ARC's asset reconstruction companies are introduced under Securitization Act, SARFAESI Act, under SURFASI Act. Who is the regulator for ARC? RBI is the regulator. 33. RBI, they have to register with RBI. Any non-compliance are there by the ARCs. RBI is having power to cancel the registration of ARCs also. That is the thing. Question number 34. On payment of loan by a company, satisfaction of charge. That is, after repaying of the entire loan, you have to notify registration of charge should be filed with the registrar of companies within 30 days. From the date of closure of the loan, you have to register the registration of satisfaction of charge. Here, satisfaction of charge with registrar of companies within 30 days. Along with the form CHG4. Which form? Satisfaction of charge CHG4 format. Sometimes they are asking formats also. That is question number 34. Question number 35. This is most important. Relatives. In the, wherever the word is there, relatives, where it was defined. For all the transaction, all the purpose for all the transaction, relatives means defined under Companies Act Section 2, subsection 77. Relatives are defined in Companies Act Section 2, subsection 77. This is about the relatives. Question number 36. Loan given to a bank's director can be waived off, can be written off only after RBI permission. When a bank is given a loan to a bank's director, that can be waived or written off only after permission from RBI. That is question number 36. 37. Cash vacancies of directors can be filled by the board of directors at a meeting of the board. Vacancies of directors can be filled by board of directors at the meeting of the board. Casual vacancies. Casual vacancies means resignation of director, death of director. So, casual vacancies of directors can also be filled by the board of directors at a meeting of the board of directors. This is about question number 37. Question number 38. After formation of company, registration of company with registrar of companies, registrar of companies will issue a certificate that is called as certificate of incorporation. Certificate of incorporation is the birth certificate of the company. For all the purposes, this is the very important. Once after getting the certificate of incorporation, nobody can challenge this certificate of incorporation. Once issued by the registrar of companies, the certificate of registration, nobody can challenge the registration of the company. This is question number 38. Question number 39, very, very important in the accountancy part also. Principle and practice of banking also. What is meant by Clayton's rule? When in the running accounts, that is in cash credit account and overdraft account, each credit entry discharges the earliest or prior of the debit entries. So, debit entry is going to be discharged by immediate next credit entry. This law is applicable whenever the running accounts, cash credit and overdraft accounts are there, and if you are given any loan to partnership firm companies, then the Clayton's rule applicable, because when a partnership account is in debit balance and any one of the partner expires, then at the time banks has to stop the operations in that account to avoid the Clayton's rule, and they have to start operations in a new account. That is the Clayton's rule example, very, very important for promotion exam also. And question number 40, AOA, Articles of Association. Articles of Association, this is a subsidiary document. After Memorandum of Association, Articles of Association is also one of the important document in companies. In the Articles of Association, internal bylaws of companies are there. Internal rules are there. Regulations are there. Internal management affairs are there. And borrowing powers of the directors. Borrowing powers of the directors are there in Articles of Association. So, this is the question number 40. Other most important points from the company chapter in the legal and regulatory aspect of it. Minimum and maximum number of partners in a private limited company. Minimum to maximum 200. Number of members in a public limited company. Minimum 7. Maximum unlimited. Maximum unlimited public limited company. Directors of private limited company. Minimum to maximum 15. Number of directors of public limited company. Minimum 3. Maximum 15. If any company want to increase this number beyond 15, at that time they have to take the shareholders approval is required. Beyond 15, shareholders approval is required. Now this question, one person can act as director in how many companies? One person can act as director in how many companies means maximum 20 companies. One individual, only individuals are going to be appointed as director. One individual can be appointed maximum as director in 20 companies. Out of 20 companies, public companies not exceeding 10. Means there is a cap for public limited companies, directorship 10, remaining 10 in other companies. These are the most important information about this company. Dear viewers, through part 1, we had already uploaded question number 1 to 16 on 6th March 2021. Dear all the viewers, we are regularly uploading very valuable and latest updated material for forthcoming JAB and CAB examinations. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel for getting JAB, CAB promotional exam videos. Thank you very much for all for watching our YouTube channel. Thank you very much.